Alright, y'all, what's good, what's poppin'? If you don't know who I am, my name is Grosive, and we're here to play some more Street Fighter 6. And honestly, these matches, if you guys haven't noticed, are going to be my first matches in Master Rank. Yes, I got it off stream, and I actually got it in this recording here, but again, I didn't record that part. I didn't expect myself to have such a run. You guys already know I use my casual matches to acclimate to new elo, right? And at a point, I felt like high diamond and masters are the same thing. It's just the amount of grind you have, right? And speaking of grinding, let's see if I can't grind this Chun-Li into dust. But you know, this video is just really tell me focus on what I'm doing wrong in the higher ranks. Because again, now that I'm here, the better I get, the higher the matches are gonna be, right? So right now I'm in Master Rank. I'm hoping to get my Cammy to at least higher than Master Rank, right? Cammy was the first character I played in Street Fighter in general, right? So the fact that I got her to Master Rank, very happy. I feel accomplished in some regards, right? But yeah, right now this Chun-Li is making me regret all my decisions, you know? And this is something that I was realizing throughout my matches too. Everybody's so goddamn clean, like, you know what I'm saying? Squeaky clean, you know? Freaking shiny teeth in me type clean, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I want to listen to my track, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they're just not trying to hear my mixtape at all. And I'm just kind of like, damn, man, I practiced really hard on this mixtape, man. As you see the aerial combos, I've been practicing the aerial combos, you know? But yeah, this Chun-Li's really good. But I still feel like Master Rank players, like, be fighting Master Rank players for as long as I have been, I feel like it's just kind of like it's all about momentum and seeing how you can make your comeback if it's necessary and how you cement your lead. That was a good level 1. But it didn't kill, bro. It didn't kill, bro. Story of my life, literally. All my stuff never kills. I have to go in for another exchange. This is like the Cammy story in a nutshell, and I hate it. I hate it. Like, why? Imagine if Cammy played like Akuma. They're basically like the same thing, except they like one has a fireball. You know what I'm saying? Why does, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, anyway, we're out here trying to see what Master Rank is like in ranked. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, I really do feel like these matches are just close. You know, no one really stomped me in a way to where I was like, yeah, like I just couldn't figure out the game plan, right? There was one match that I might show in this one where it was kind of a stomp, but that was like the only stomp that I felt like, okay, this is legit. This wasn't like no BS in any way, shape, or form. See, look at this Chung. That Chung was clean, bro. Shiny teeth in me type clean, you know? And I'm gonna see if I can at least get one on the board. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get too old. I'm just making bad decisions in neutral. Yeah, the neutral game is just something I really got to focus on. Space control too is like a big thing. As you guys can see, she's kind of like forcing me to stay still in this corner because of how good her buttons are in that particular space, right? So now that I'm out, I'm really just trying to start something up. But I couldn't get anything started. I should have gone for an overhead. I feel like I should go for overhead more often, but I promise you, if they block it with like a second to spare, like it's such a tilting experience, and it's just like, man, I should have just gone for the overhead. But I tried to go for the forward heavy kick, and it just didn't connect, man. Like, I feel like if I had to say one thing they should buff about Cammy, if they don't like improve anything else, is just make her buttons faster. A lot of characters in this game, they have fast buttons that cover a large range of space. Cammy's one of those characters that really doesn't have that, she doesn't really have buttons that are really fast. They're just really good whiff tools, right? Or yeah, like really good whiff tools, right? And so I think just, you know, making it easier for her to accelerate her game plan without needing to have so many hits might be beneficial, and that's one way to do it other than, you know, increasing the damage. But I digress. Let's move on to the next. All right, and the second match is gonna be a DJ. Let's go. I honestly hate this. I hate this matchup because of how DJ players play, because I feel like his buttons are just kind of oppressive, especially if, again, the spacing isn't good, you know? His buttons are really far. They have, you know, they're kind of fast, yeah, and, you know, he has a fireball, so there's a lot of things to look out for, right? He can kind of just walk you in the corner and at a certain range just kind of mollywop you if you're not prepared, right? So trying not to get mollywopped in this recording in general, I don't expect wins. I just want to at least get one on the board for myself. I don't want to get swept, right? So that's kind of just what I'm aiming for. Gets one on the board, but that's fine. I kind of see what I can do to start my game plan, but it's tricky, right? Because the option I'm thinking, right, isn't reliable, because they're just again, I'm talking about how quick people can convert into other things, right? And drive impact is a good way to kind of break up someone's pressure, right? As you see me try to break up his button, but he canceled it, right? There are so many characters that have these like slow buttons, but they transfer into drive impact very well. And don't get me wrong, Cammy's heavy medium or heavy punch can transfer into drive impact very well. Sometimes I don't know if that's the equipment I use, if they're just buggy, or if, like, again, it's like a Cammy specific thing. Like, I have to mash earlier, and y'all have seen my past videos. Even when I do get the right call out, right, on an enemy drive impact, if I just time it a little bit wrong, I still get a neutral trade, which is negative for me because I don't get any advantage off of it. The pushback is out of my range, but it's still in their range. So it's like, you know, I feel like, again, just making her buttons better for her, you know, more beneficial for her pressure. I understand Cammy is really good in the corner, but again, like, if I have to keep you in that corner for twice as many interactions as you, it's not as conducive. It's not as conducive, especially when, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm doing combos out here to win. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. At this point, I feel some sort of way when I feel like people are just jabbing me, or like, again, like how he's doing, he's just chipping me to death. And for me, I'm literally just trying to implement the Cammy game plan. I'm trying to get in the corner, live in the corner, and if I can get a good combo before they're in the corner or in the corner, I go for it, you know. And it still doesn't yield a lot of benefit. It's kind of frustrating, but again, c'est la vie. It's the character, right? Oh, another aerial. That was a good grab on him. Well, woo! We got one on the board, guys. Let's go. Let's see who wins this. Let's see who wins this. Again, like, I wish, like, I could use EX moves that were plus on block, you know? The only move that I could think that she has that's plus on block, that was a nice combo, is the EX overhead, right? Off the hooligan, but that takes time to set up. So it's like, you know, that was kind of a nice setup, you know what I'm saying? A little something. Starting to figure out a little bit of a groove going on, you know. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying? That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote for real. Insane in the membrane. But you guys see it. You guys see it. I am improving. It's just, you know, I got sometimes you gotta lock in. Sometimes you gotta lock in. All right, and we're on to the next. Speaking of locking in, guys, you know, every time I see a Ryu or Ken, like if I had a chair, I'd be leaning forward in it. I'd be like, you know, I'd be hard staring at my monitor because these matchups are so goddamn hard, and I've complained enough about why they're hard. I want to know how they're gonna either balance this character out, or how they're gonna bring Cammy up to combat this character, if that's even what they're gonna do at all. Like, I think of the next meta, right? Which is I think of the next meta, right? And I think of Elena. Elena is her name, and how she is very anti-fireball, right? What if the next set of new characters are all anti-fireball? We get Elena, and then we get like Uriel. Crazy shit. And then in that season, right, they start buffing the characters that already have really good fireball invul tools, like Cammy's spinning back fist. Maybe even Bison Cycle Crusher gets a buff. Who knows, right? I'm so glad I messed up that combo, or I would have got hit by that. But hey, I got another aerial. Loving it. So I'm trying to imply the more aerial combos, because I saw a level 2 conversion off of an aerial combo that I am dying to try, but it's so hard, and it has to be in the corner, I think, and I'm not gonna try it mid-screen. There's no way. So this is the shit I don't like, bro. They scared, bro. They scared, and they be running, bro. And I'm just kind of like, man, can we sit in the middle of the goddamn arena and fight like men? Like, please. It's not even that big of a challenge. It's not even that bad if I lose, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a rank lower than you. I wonder if these guys have been in Master Rank the entire time, or if they're newcomers to the rank as I am. But who knows? I say that as I get mollywopped. But you know what? It is what it is. We are just trying to get on the board at least once. All right, we're just trying to get on the board. This is all learning, because again, every time you go up in a rank, I think the MMR is just vastly different from the one you left, right? And I skipped 2 ranks in one session, so I was happy, but like again, I was mildly jarred because again, I feel like there's no difference in the ranks, right? I feel like everybody kind of plays the same, but Master Rank players do know how to cheese, right? They actively think, okay, I'm not gonna wait, I'm gonna start cheesing here, you know? Just like how this Ryu did earlier when he was just running away from me off burnout. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like some Master Rank players do play differently, and they do play like they're trying to get to a higher level, right? And in High Diamond, it's just kind of like we're all Master Ranks, but we have to grind to that place, right? And I feel like some Master Ranks do embody that feeling. Ooh, and the aerial combo that kills. Hello. I didn't trust that it wouldn't kill if I did it normally, so I EX'd it just in case if it didn't kill, I had opportunity to follow up. But yeah, if I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even really inspired to make this journey, but I saw a tourney yesterday, right? And I also watched another YouTuber that I enjoy watching, and he was playing. He only put out like a video or 2 of him playing Street Fighter, right? And he was playing Terry, and he caught up to my rank in like what felt like a day. So I was like, nah, man, this can't be happening. So I had to get on, especially after watching that tournament, right? And I was like, man, I gotta definitely show out. I gotta come back on here and get to where I need to be, right? Get to where I'm supposed to be, right? So yeah, here I am trying to cause havoc in the Master Ranks. Yeah, that's me. I'm thinking if I can get Cammy to rank up one more time, I'll go back to Bison. But by that time, Elena's gonna come out, and I do want to spend time on her, spend a lot of time on her as a prospect, because again, she's all about what I hate, and you see me stopping there because the dude is running away at this point, and it's just like, man, can we just fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even, it's not even fun for real. Like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Just, you're smelling bitch mate right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, it's no hate. It's no hate. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. We're not here to shag spiders. Bro, and the fact that that linked, I was so mad. In my mind, I felt like I could beat this for you, but the situation in and of itself was just in his favor every single interaction. I'm just kind of like trying to steal it, and his buttons are just way better than mine. But I digress. We move on, right? We move on. That was a good match. That Ryu match will stay in my head. I will get better. Bro, lightning fast. We're getting into these quick matches, man. Hopefully I can make quick work of this Ken, to be honest. In that tournament I watched, I saw a very good Cammy player, way better than me, lose to a Ken. So it gave me validation for my reason to hate this guy, okay? Because you know what I'm saying, nowhere near as good as them. And you know what? They lost to a Ken. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe this character, maybe Violent Ken is coming. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they do have like a legit like evil boss like season 3 drop, right? And it goes God Rugal and like two other God characters. Uriel's brother, I don't know his name, but he's like blue and red. And then you get like Evil Ken, you know, and then one other guy, maybe like I don't know, like I kind of want to see a Street Fighter, like a new character in 6 that can add to the mythos. Like again, I will always rep the Chun-Li's apprentice. I want to see how she plays. If she plays kind of like Young and that other dude with like some Chun-Li like sprinkled in there. You know what I'm saying? Because they are like master student, right? And then the one friend that Luke had made, I forgot his name, but his fighting style could be pretty interesting. I could see him playing kind of like a Ken, but like not really. I see him using kicks a lot, but you know what? I could be completely wrong. He could fight like a snake for all I know. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody seen him fight. You know? I wish I could get a better punish, but like my brain just did not think heavy punch. Get an ambulance, but not for me, alright? Remember that. Get an ambulance, but not for me. It's for this guy. This match, too, this guy started lagging in odd moments. Or it started lagging in odd moments when I was, like, in the lead. And I was getting fucking mad, man. Like, this is, like, the low-high echelon of Street Fighter 6. And people have to lag switch to feel comfortable and to get here. It's like, come on, man. Like, have some respect for yourself. Have some decency, you know? But I digress. I'm going to put this man... I'm going to punish this man for the lag. Because, again, I know it's not me. You know what I'm saying? And it was weird how it's only on my turn. Okay, so... And the fact that he could punish my spin knuckle while he was down on the ground? Insane. Insane in the membrane. That shit's insane. Bah, bah, bah. One more, okay. I was kind of impressed that he did that level 1 there, but you know what? What can you do? Then what you can, right? I hit his toes, man. We're 1 on the board, and he don't want no smoke, bro. That's how you know what's up. And you know what else is up? We're on to the next. Aki, man. Honestly, the higher I go, the more I realize that playing against Aki, the way to beat her is just by getting in. I think her game plan predominantly is to keep you out until she, like, again, like a cobra, right? She just finds that right time to bite, you know? And that bite does a lot, especially if she got that venom on you. You feel me? So in my mind, I'm just thinking, get in without getting poisoned. Try to make it to where, you know what I'm saying, if she hits me, there's no poison on me, and it's fine, you know. But this Aki in and of herself showed me that she could still do some pretty decent damage even if poison ain't on her. But we ain't gonna see that right now because I took that round. All right. Again, I'm trying to see how she reacts. I wasn't ready for that heavy punch to hit, but I was ready for that one. All right, the aerials, bro. I'm starting to really apply the aerials again. There's a combo I'm really trying to get. I forgot the heavy punch, the crouching heavy punch. If I would have crouching heavy punched, it would have linked, and then this would have been my game. Let's see if I can make the comeback and steal the momentum back. But like, look, I did that thinking like there's no way she can like negate it, and she stops the run. Like, I don't even know how to stop drive rush myself. Like, when you drive rush, how do you stop to block? Like, do you hold back? I've tried that, and it didn't work for me. Maybe I have to do it sooner or something, but yeah, that's something I definitely would have to lab. Yeah, guys, I'm telling you, I'm trying to cook something up with that aerial combo, but I gotta put it in my programming. I gotta rewire my brain, and that's kind of why I've been taking a little bit of a hiatus from this game, was to kind of rewire my brain, adjust my mental. Again, a lot of shit's going on with me right now, and there's no end in sight, so gotta keep my mental pretty good if I want to play this game out, right? Unfortunately, she beat me because of the keep out game is too good, but you know, it's fine. What if the spin knuckle could go through her little poke? Would Aki be less good against Cammy? You know what I'm saying? I feel like Cammy should just be that type of character that any projectile, she could just go through it. Because again, she's a sniper, she's the assassin, right? So she should be able to punish certain habits, right? And it shouldn't just be reliant on whiffing, right? It should be, okay, they use this button too much, this button's kind of like a projectile. I have a projectile invul option. I should be able to use that option to beat out this option, you know? But I can also understand why, like, they wouldn't want to do that, but the little line that she throws out, right? She has different variations of it, right? So negating one, which is that one, wouldn't make the move less viable in the matchup. It just means that she can't spam it. You know what I'm saying? She can't have COVID distance under her control, you know? That's all I'm trying to get at. I want to figure out how to punish that command grab too. Cause I know you can jump it, right? But I want to hurt her for using it, right? Because jumping it is just going to put me in an awkward position. And 9 times out of 10, if I jump first, regardless of if I press a button or not, the other person's going to hit me. Like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, like a little bit of a guffaw here. I was trying to go for the heavy punch into heavy punch aerial, but you know what? Somehow I got the kick. I think I clicked drive rush twice, or maybe drive rush heavy punch, and it canceled out and gave me the medium kick. I don't really know how that happened, but it's interesting, right? It happened again. See, and you see how I went for the back medium punch because I'm pretty confident I hit the heavy punch, but I got a medium kick instead. They're trying to nerf me. Again, you guys, if y'all don't know, if I mess up too many combos, man, I'm just trying to do what I came here to do, and I'm off, bro. Like, I do not like missing combos. I do not like messing up. It does not make me happy. And I mess up that combo and I lose to that? See, this is one of those matches where I don't feel like I should have lost. Like, again, I don't think that... I'm not saying that Aki was bad, but she wasn't that good. And now we're going to see if the next one is better. Alright, now it's another Ken. So you know this is going to be a hot and spicy match here. It's just how hot is it going to get, honestly? Because we all know it's summer right now, right? So if it gets any hotter, I'm probably going to be cooking my eggs outside on the concrete, no lie. And if this Ken makes this match any hotter than that, I'm coming out with steak. That was a good combo from him. Can't be mad at it. This player in particular, I understand I have to play a lot tighter because of how he plays and how Ken operates as a character. So I have to be really patient in the Ken matchup, I feel. But like, I don't know, I feel like being slow, like, how did he block that? Being slow in this matchup, I feel like is just a detriment to me. Like, the more I think about it, the more options he gets out of it. And my overhead came in clutch there. All right, I managed to get on the board too. Feels good. Just trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, how to get in on this character, right? Or on this player, right? And one thing that I see that he used very well that I got punished for was the drive rush, right? There is a way for you to punish the drive rush. I normally would punish drive rush with Cammy's crouching medium punch, but that button is bad now. So it's super hard to, in my mind, to punish it anyway. I tried using lights during the startup of my Cammy journey, and it just didn't yield me anything. So I think I have to use my crouching medium kick, right? Which is fine, but it's slow. So if I don't time it literally frame by frame, I'm going to get hit. And I'm not going to be happy because it's going to be a counter hit at that point. It's more damage on their side. It's like, again, I want, like, again, that one thing, if they could fix one thing about Cammy, is make her buttons more friendly for her. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you don't even have to increase the damage, right? If you just make her buttons faster, bring the medium punch back to where it was, you know what I'm saying? In the state she's in right now, I think she'd be a great character. She's already a really great character. But, like, I just feel like it's kind of egregious how, like, every character in the game, their gimmicks help them. But Cammy doesn't have her, like, her gimmick, I would say, is her hooligan and her spin knuckle, right? Those don't actually do their job very well at all. Like, if it was like, if I had to give it a grade, right, it's like the hooligan, you have to do it like really early if you're trying to stop a fireball, right? And as a gap closer, it's ass. So it's like maybe like a B plus if you're really good on the timing, right? And then the hooligan, in my opinion, is only good for knockdown. Like, it's not even quality mix. But, like, again, if you can imply that mix, like how he's implying this level 3 to my face, like, you know, it works, but it's a 50-50, you know what I'm saying? And it, like, most characters punish that 50-50 very easily. Very easily. Yeah, but on to the next, right? Yeah, okay, so, again, Kimberly matchup. Watch my toes, jump. Yeah, watch my toes and jump. That kick that she just did, that spinning, it looked like a heavy kick. I have no idea how to counteract that. I feel like that was one of the buttons that she can go into off of drive impact from. So I don't want to drive impact it. And y'all see me trying to parry these people, and I get counter hit. So I also need to lay off the lights. Like, in these matches, I really do realize like how short my range is, and I just want to improve it. I just want to, again, get better. Ouch. If I would have went for overhead there, it would have been a lot better for me, but again, I don't trust it. I kind of have to like just go with my gut when I want to like use my overhead, because if it hits, it's big damage, or like at least a turnaround, right? If it doesn't hit, I feel like an idiot. I mean, you know, she had to do an invincible option to kind of beat me from stomping her face in, so like we'll take that any time of the day, because I generally feel like that's how I lose my turn in games a lot, is because I start pressuring and people are like, I'm gonna just DP, you know, and it works, or I'm gonna just level 1 and it works, you know. That's again why I need to learn to be patient and acquiesce. But sometimes I just don't want to, man. Like, especially when I feel like a player's skill level's less than mine, I just really want to impose my will, really rub it in that, you know, I'm better, you know. Especially because, like, look, I'm doing so many combos just to to do my game plan right. And again, I just feel like people are just chipping me out, bro. Like, other than that one Ryu, I'm pretty sure it was Ryu. Or no, maybe it was Ken. I think it was actually Ken. That one Ken that was hitting me with all them combos. Like, you know, I mean, okay, she got a good corner thing going on here, so I can't hate too much. Look, this was like a crazy setup, all right? I have no idea. I guess all I had to do was parry there, but yeah, every time I parry, I get counter hit, so. Honestly, it's probably a Ken and a Bison that give me the biggest problem here, because there was a really intelligent Bison player that I played in a previous game that was really like just really domineering. I really couldn't get anything over on him, right? I could get like maybe 1 or 2 combos, but after that he's just shutting my game down and I'm focused on the bomb, you know? So I think that's just something I have to work on, is just breaking out of other people's pressure in a way to where it's safe for me regardless of what they do, and like, again, I have some sort of leeway, some sort of positive leeway. Yeah, but I couldn't manage to get on the board on that one. That sucks, but we move. All right, next up is Akuma. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I feel so comfortable in the Akuma matchup. It just all depends on how I react to his can kick. If I can react well to his can kicks, I feel like the matchup is way more in my favor. And the start of this match, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm just trying to see how he reacts to the hooligan, because I feel like in this matchup in particular, depending on the player, I can really start getting some stuff off. I couldn't get my DP. I don't know what it is. I get DP off of certain motions, right? Obviously, because I play a fight stick, right? I use a fight stick to play the game, or an arcade stick. And it's weird because I'll do the same motion for DP every single time, and I don't know if it's like the threshold or what, but I just won't get it sometimes. And like, I'll lose matches in casuals off of me just spamming DP on wake up, because I'm really just trying to figure out how the fuck to do it, you know? Like low elo, that's what I would do all the time. I just spam. Like, the fact that he could do drive impact off the can kick just shows me how good of a button that is. But again, I digress. It sucks. He knocked the thoughts right out of my head, and that's unfortunate. That was a good parry from him. I need to grab more. But again, I go for grab, bro, and I'll get hit, and I'll get really mad, because I'll try to grab somebody who's about to hit me, like on wake up, and I'll still get hit. And I'm like, I thought grabs are just superior, but it's just my grab. Or maybe like I'm like a pixel out of range or something. I don't know, man. Make it make sense is all I want to know. See, the second fireball, the reason why it hit was because I was trying to spin knuckle and it just doesn't work. Like, just making it faster, or at least making the startup of it invul to fireballs too, could just improve the button in general. But you know what? He's done. You know what I'm saying? He's out of there. Y'all know I always keep that missile on me. But yeah, we're on the board. Feels good. Let's see if we can't keep the momentum in our favor, right? One thing that also really confuses me, right, about the Akuma matchup is the demon rush. the move that you guys saw me jab him out of, right? Sometimes I can jab it, other times I can't, right? So I know the safest option for that particular interaction is to just jump and punish accordingly, right? But I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it's hard. Like sometimes you're in the blender and you can only see what you can, or you can only see what's in front of you, right? So I don't know, like those kinds of inconsistent moments either make I just want them to I want to figure out how to make them more consistent, or just get better at the more reliable option. Like, see, if I was to jump normally there, would he stay in front of me to where my jumping attack, whatever I decided to option into, hits? No, I don't think so. That's why it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I went for the jab option. That's why the whole conversation even exists, right? Just loving the heavy dive kick a little too much. But like, I want to use the medium dive kick more, but honestly, it's just harder to aim. I'm not gonna lie, it's just harder to aim because I'm like a pixel short and I get counter punished, and I like it just feels like the dumbest idea ever. But let's see who's up next. Alright guys, it looks like we're fighting a Dhalsim, and honestly, I remember this match, and in my opinion, this Dhalsim, he plays the character well, but this kind of, like, in my mind, highlights why I think Dhalsim is just like a glue eater character. That dive kick that he just did, right? I see it, right? And so I'm thinking to myself, okay, I block it, and it should be in my favor, right? And then, like, how do I punish this teleport, like, stuff? You know what I mean? Like, he could just do it forever. His jumping forward lateral move can tap the top of my noggin, and it's plus for him. So, like, what? I mean, that kick's fair game, that punch is fair game. But like how do you lock this motherfucker down, bro? He's just teleporting everywhere, like we're in Dragon Ball. And then this hits me, and I'm over his head, like I'm over the yard for real. Like, not over the yard, over the hedge is the movie reference I was trying to make. Ugh. And then I get hit by this level 3, bro. And see, after like this ring set, no lie, I'm just eager to go back into casuals and just fight more master ranks, because fighting a Dhalsim like this, who, don't get me wrong, just plays a really good annoying game strategy, right? And if, like, why didn't that hit? What the fuck? But the fact that I'm having trouble not keeping up with him, but like just hitting him, it to me is just like such an enigma. Like, I don't know, this matchup, in my opinion, it should be more in Cammy's favor, because again, like, she has those things that avoid the fireballs, right? But it's just so hard for her to get in because of the stretchy limbs. He's literally like he ate the Gum and Gomu no Mi, right? And the Flame fruit at the same time. And he's like the legitimate Nika, you know what I'm saying? But instead of doing a revolution, he's trying to make a yoga team with your mom in it. Bro. Like, the way he's playing right now, I just want to get one on the board, bro. Like, this guy is just playing like an elusive piece of work. See, like, I'm not even confident in my hits because it's just like he's so oily. It's like being in a jiu-jitsu match, right? And your opponent was bathing in oil for the night before. It's like, how am I even supposed to get grip on this dude? He's an eel for real. Like, he's like a slug or a slime. Like, he's literally slime. He's just slipping through my hands, bro. Hey, I'm starting to get my hits. I'm feeling good about it. A little combo ting. And then I didn't acquiesce, bro. I didn't acquiesce because I was like, man, this This mother trucker has been putting me through the woodwork, just trying to make contact with him, like some alien interaction. Bro, I would love to see Uriel fight this Dulcim. You know what I'm saying? Aegis reflects the word. Now shoot your rubber arms. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the end for me. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.